city parish president. So that right there shows you there is a difference.
Yes.
And Lafayette Strong has to be Lafayette. And when I say Lafayette, I mean Willow Street, 12th Street, Plum Street, and Truman.
You know, let me say this. I really didn't say too much this forum here. And let me tell you why. I spoke to somebody earlier today, and I was telling her about this forum tonight. And she said, Marcus, watch yourself, because you get personal with this kind of, and I do. And anybody can tell you who's seen me speak over me, I'll be out there, man, because of everything. So I just kind of like listen to this. No, for real. I get caught up in this. I get caught up in this thing for real. But let me think. I think that the way that we can solve this, and I've heard some comments today, man, in my mind just was jogging around, because a lot of the things that we have experienced is once again through our own eyes. But I think that now we're in a technological society. We have an exchange of ideas, and just like the sister said right here, media literacy is a thing.
Yes.
You see, everybody knows Leonard Fournette because he's an athlete scoring touchdowns. But we don't know who's the intellectual Leonard Fournette in this. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. The police stopped this sister right here. Looking at this sister, you got problems on your hand. Because she has uplifted her knowledge base.
Yes.
All of us have to uplift our knowledge base. Get out there and learn. Okay, there's no reason for you not to know when you get stopped by police. What's reasonable suspicion? What's probable cause? What does it take to do a search? What's your Fourth Amendment rights?
Yes.
Because see, when he pull out his checkerboard, it ain't checkers, it's chess. You need to pull out yours. And he needs to understand from the first goddamn move, you're not playing with a rookie.
Yes.
Once he gets his, the way you resolve it is that once he gets his game going, you gotta get your game going. But if you ain't got your mind right because you socializing on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever the guy, whatever it is, you need to be looking, whatever it is, you need to be looking at the criminal code. You need to be looking at the statutes. You need to be looking at your city ordinances. You need to understand that round one is on the streets. They are undefeated and untied across America. Police on the streets on that first round, they don't lose. But that don't mean they're gonna win. Until you learn to upgrade your knowledge, because the reality of it is the knowledge is the power. The knowledge is the power. And there's nothing to stop any of us right now. And I want to say this before I leave. I'd like to commend anybody that she said she saw it on a poster. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. That this wasn't a class where it was mandatory that you came. But I love it when we can be challenged by the audience. Y'all smart, man. Y'all making sure to get up on this game. And I want to say that we heard some very intellectual comments. And I realize right now that I can't come in here no more. I can't. You got to get your mind strong, just like these athletes are trained to be strong on your football fields. You got to get your mind strong in these classrooms. You got to get your community strong. We got to exchange ideas, and we got to eat this information, because the reality of it is knowledge is your power. And that is the commodity of the 21st century.
First of all, before I start my 1 minute, I want to give these two guys right here with the black male leadership. I also want to thank him for, especially Sydney, who's been in touch with me, for inviting us to the police department. You would think, you know, I'm not going to lie, that some of my co-workers are like, man, you going to go to that? Yeah, I'm going to go to that. Because I think that's what we need to hit issues in the face. All the discussion I saw out here about accountability, perception, being passionate about it, being involved. I deal with crime prevention on a regular basis. I know it's not the same thing, but it is. You know, we equate it to the volunteer fire department. If there's not a fire, nobody's involved. There's not going to be anybody there to drive the truck, and definitely not going to be anybody to put out the fire. But what I will tell you, when there's issues, people come out. Just like we have here tonight. This room should be packed, by the way. Because y'all are our generation. I'm 51 years old. I'm on the downside. I already told my kids, my life's halfway over. I'm down. But that's probably less than half, because I'm probably live till I'm about 75. So, but the point being is, y'all are generation. I got young kids, I got a junior, I got a freshman and a sophomore, and I got 2 older kids. And y'all are gonna make this community better. It's not gonna be me, sure not gonna be Marcus. but it's gonna be y'all on a serious note, and it really is. And it makes me feel good, although I'm saddened from all the stories that happen, because passionately, I love my job. I come to work every day, I have so for 25 years, just like Andreas did for the years that he served in the department. I served with him on the SWAT team, I was in the military, and I just think that there's more good people in the community of all races than bad people. And I think the good people need to be that silent majority, need to step up and be involved. And that's what's not happening. By being involved and looking for that change and making that change, I think eventually we can maybe have that coexisting society where everybody's just a person, but that person's a bad person or that person's a good person. It's not about color. It's about human beings, treating human beings the same. So thank you all so much.
Alan, thank y'all so much for coming out. I appreciate everybody. We're not, it's all in.